Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's topic I'll be focusing on quadratic equation by factorizing. Quadratic equation by factorizing, and the question you can see on the screen displayed there is 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals to 0. Now I'm going to show you how to factorize this question, how to factorize it. So the first thing I'll do is to write my solution. Then 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals to 0. How do you factorize this now? Now the first thing, or three key points you have to take note of. The first one is sum, the next one is product, and the third one is factors. Take note of these three key points: sum, product, and factors. Now in this question, which of them is regarded as sum? Now the quotient of x, that is 3, so 3x, or we say plus 3x is regarded as a sum. Then the product is minus 10. Now how is that minus 10? I'm going to display the solving in front of minus 10, the brackets you see there. So minus 10 is gotten from the quotient of the coefficients of x squared, that is 2, multiplied by the constant minus 5. That gives me minus 10. That is 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. Now factors. Now when we talk about factors, we are trying to get two numbers. When multiplied gives me minus 10, and then when added up gives me plus 3. Two factors, when added up gives me plus 3, and when multiplied gives me minus 10. And those factors are minus 2 and plus 5. Minus 2 and plus 5. So if I should do it, that is 5 minus 2 gives me 3 plus 3. Then minus 2 times plus 5 gives me minus 10. So you get the factors now. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is to expand the question. The question is 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals to 0. Now I'm going to expand it. That means I'm going to be replacing the factors I have here as minus 2 and plus 5 for the coefficient of x, that is 3. So the quotient of x, 3, will be replaced with the factors, that is 2x squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 5 equals to 0. So having done this, I'm going to group them, that is putting them in brackets, in two different brackets. So the first bracket will be open bracket 2x squared minus 2x, close bracket. Now my plus sign, open bracket again, 5x minus 5, close bracket, equals to 0. Having done this also, the next thing I'm going to do here now is to look for common factors in each of these brackets. Common factor. Now for the first bracket, what is common? What I can see common in the first bracket is 2x. 2x is common, so I'm going to write it out. 2x, which is common, to my bracket. Now divide the question in the bracket with the common factor, which is 2x. So for the first bracket, I'll be dividing what I have inside the first bracket with my common factor, which is 2x. So 2x squared will be divided by 2x minus 2x divided by 2x. Now close the brackets. Close bracket. Now for the second bracket, what I can see common, the common factor I have here is 5, just 5. Yes, 5x minus 5, that is 5 is common. I can see 5 here, I can also see 5 there. So 5 is common, so I'll just take out the 5, so that'll be plus 5, open bracket. So the same thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the common factor of 5 to divide what I have in that bracket. So that will be 5x divided by 5 minus 5 divided by 5. Now close the brackets. Now let me start dividing. So back to what I have here. Now let me start from this part. So I'll divide this. X cancel x, sorry, yes, x cancel x square. Then I can divide 2 also. Can also divide 2. I prefer dividing from the denominator, so divide 2 also. 2 cancel so also we divide in this case. So when I am through dividing, 2x into x will give me 1, y 2x into x square will give me x remaining just x. Sorry. Remaining just x. Now come here also, divide 2x by 2x. So 2x divide 2x here will give me 1, y 2 2x here also. One 2x here also will give me, will also give me 1. Do you get that? Now dividing here, 5 and 5 will give me 1. Then 5 also in 5 will also give me 1. So I'm having x left. Then comes the next fraction. 5 and 5 give me 1 also. Then the denominator, 5 and 5 will also give me 1. So having done this, I'll write out what is left. So my 2x, the common factor outside, I'll write it out. Open brackets. Now for this first bracket, what I have left is just x over 1. So instead of writing x over 1, I just write x minus, I have 1 over 1, which is still 1. So I'll just take 1, close the bracket. Now I have my plus 5, open bracket. Then I still also have x. So my x, I'll write it out. Minus, I have 1 over 1. So I'll just write it as 1. Now close my bracket. Now take note. Both brackets must have the same thing inside. That means they must look alike. If both brackets are not looking alike, then your work is not correct. You can see my first bracket I'm having x minus 1, and my second bracket I'm having x minus 1. So both brackets must be having same values or same figures inside. So that is it. So once you see that you're having the same thing inside, both sign the same, x minus 1, you are correct. So you just continue. So I have so since I have both brackets the same, I will just take one of it. So first of all, I'll put my 2x and plus 5 in one bracket. So I'll just open the bracket and insert my 2x plus 5 in it. Now close the bracket. Then since I'm having two brackets, I'll just take one. Now I'll take it, open bracket, x minus 1, close bracket. So I've done this. Now to get my final answer, to go down straight to my answer, I will separate equal to 0 because this is quadratic equation. So I will separate this bracket now. That is open bracket, 2x plus 5, close bracket, equal to 0, or open bracket, x minus 1, close bracket, equal to 0. So I have to remove the bracket now. So I'll have 2x plus 5 equal to 0, or x minus 1 equal to 0 also. So this is 5, not 4. Now what next? So I will take from the first equation I have here, I will take my plus 5 over to the other side where the 0 is. I can say it in two ways. Either I say, since I'm having a positive 5 here, then I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. So when I subtract, let me do that. When I subtract 5 from both sides, that is 2x plus 5 minus 5 equal to 0 minus 5. So this is called subtracting 5 from both sides. Or for the next question, I have so since I'm having a negative 1 for the next equation now, I'm having a negative 1 as minus 1. And I'm going to I'm going to add. That should be the opposite sign. That is, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. That will be x minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0 plus 1. Use that. So next line, having this, back to my first equation, I'm going to subtract. So that will be 2x. Now 5 minus 5 is 0. So since that is 0, my equal sign comes next. Then 0 minus 5 will give me minus 5. Or x then minus 1 plus 1 is still 0. So my equal sign comes next. Then 0 plus 1 gives me plus 1. I'm now close to my answer. I want to make x to be like the subject. So for the first equation, let's take it as making x the subject of the formula from the first equation. To make x the subject of the formula, I have to eliminate everything obstructing or hindering x from becoming the subject. That is, to eliminate that number now, I have to divide whatsoever thing is there. Now the number that is not allowing x to be a subject is 2. So I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So 2 is the coefficient of x, is 2x over 2 equal to equal to minus 5 over 2. So like I said before, I said divide both sides by the coefficient of x, and the coefficient of x I have here is 2. So I have my other equation. Oh, sorry for that. Another equation, or x equal to 1. X equals to 1. So I'm dividing already. So I'll just divide both sides here. 2 here 1. 2 here gives me 1. Then 2 here also gives me 1. So what I have there is just x. Since I've divided that already, so I'm having my x left, equal to minus 5 over 2. Minus 5 over 2. Sorry. Or x equal to 1. Now I can see my answer. but I'm having an improper fraction, which is 5 over 2. So I rather leave it as this. Finally, x is equal to minus 2 whole number minus 2 whole number 1 over 2 or 1. Since I'm having x double times, I'll just write the x once. So x is equal to minus 2 whole number 1 over 2 or 1. This is the final answer on how to factorize. So thank you for joining me in this tutorial. So if you like this video, if you find it helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. So if you know you find this video helpful, please do also hit the subscribe button, also share, and don't forget to comment and like. Thank you. See you in my next video.